Ernesto, my best friend who I had worked with at Margiela, and he said, there's this woman in Paris. She's amazing. You need to meet her. Her name is Vittoria Matarrese, and she is the head of special projects at Palais de Tokyo. We managed to get to Paris, and we rocked in, and we're like, hey, so, this is us. And she was like, okay, like, you guys are cute. Like, what do you want? And we were like, we want to do something here at Palais de Tokyo. Like, can you help us? And she said, like, okay, show me your portfolio. Had a look at it. She's like, I like your work. Yeah, I'll give you space. And we were like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, I'll give you space during couture. Like, you can do something at Palais de Tokyo. So we went back home and we were like, okay, this is crazy. We have like a space at Palais de Tokyo. We need to put a collection together. We had no money. And we thought about it for like 5 minutes and we said, we don't know how we're going to do this, but we managed to put together a show. It was a mess. It was hectic. And November magazine did an article about it. I was depleted. I thought it was the most silly thing we had done. Why did we put a show together when actually, we didn't really have a plan for a brand? But that actually, I received a call from Kanye because he saw those pictures. He was like, I've seen your work. I think it's great. When you come to LA, I'd love to meet you and to discover your point of view. So that's how I started working for him.
What do you think you learned from working with Kanye?
It was so tough, but I learned so much. And I feel so privileged to have had that time there. Because really, looking back, I'll be honest with you, Drew, I had no clue what I was getting into. Like, I obviously knew who he was, but I didn't know the extent of what that call meant. I learned so much from him, and he was so generous and so genuine. And again, he's just someone that is so curious and so, just so open-minded. And one thing that was amazing about working with him is that very, very often is the case that I show my work to people, and especially at the time, and they were like very confused, like, we don't really understand. What do you do? Like, is it 3D that you do? Or is it like set design? Or is it like, are you more into textiles? And I just talked to him, he saw the work, and he got it right away. What's so amazing about Kanye, and I've always admired so much, is that he's just so... Process is so important. It's even more important than the result, The point is not to get this perfect, whatever clip or silhouette or piece of clothing. It's really about discovering and pushing and really trying to make something great, the best you can do. And that's just so rare to find. It's so rare. So the passion was just so contagious. He's really good at getting the people and kind of like feeding them that energy and making it happen. I wouldn't have the brand now if I hadn't gotten that job with him.